Hello everybody, this is YellowDemonHurlr back with more Star Trek Online, with good news and bad news. The good news is, new ship, a Mogai class, the RRW Batumobile 2. And you didn't see me earn this ship because of the bad news. I recorded about an hour-and-a-half long session, and 5 minutes before the end, my hard drive, USB hard drive that I saved the files to, disconnected. Just for a moment, it reconnected immediately, but it corrupted the whole session. 2 missions and a really funny cutscene, which I was laughing my head off, but unfortunately it's all lost. I spent 2 days trying to recover the file, which is why I missed the update, but I finally opened it in a hex editor, and everything past 2 minutes and 40 seconds is just a whole bunch of zeros. There's nothing there. So a complete loss, I'm afraid. So I have the first 2.5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and nothing in between. So I've gone back and replayed the missions to give you sort of a 30-second idea of the important things that happened, which I will play now. Nausicaans! Why are there always Nausicaans? They're like cockroaches, they're everywhere. No weapons in orbit, let's try the surface. Let's fight the Federation for no good reason. This water wheel turns the opposite way of the flow of the river. Let's fight the Kellets for no good reason. It's a traditional Romulan seed pod helmet. There are no weapons here. Let's go rendezvous with those people we've been shooting at. Let's fight this feather-lined Romulan for no good reason. And level up. Let's take a break from the action to collect a painting. I shot all your people. We're friends now. It was a predictable Tal Shiar trap all along. At least we have a good reason for fighting the Tal Shiar. Charva is confused. Why can't I replay this mission? I want to show you guys the incredible dramatic cutscene with nothing in it except some floating consoles. Man, this last recording session really was a wash. So, that's a small sample of what you might have gotten had my hard drive not decided to be a pain. I'm really sad I'm not going to get to show you that cutscene with the floating consoles. I had a great time with that. Anyway, progress marches on. Our next mission is from Charva, who remains mystified as to why we did not find evidence of weapons on Viranat. I know you've been looking for Tovan's sister, Rina. I've managed to find out some more information about her. She was captured in the Theban system. She's been questioned by the Tal Shiar, and now they are moving her and other prisoners to a penal colony deep in Romulan space. They'll be using civilian transports, lightly guarded by a few Romulan Star Empire ships. She'll be on a transport passing through the Kinkathuza system, which is where we are now. If you don't go now, you'll never see her again. I'm risking my position to tell you this, Sub-Commander. Don't make me regret my decision, and we'll get all this stuff, except. So, Charva, a Tal Shiar agent, is telling us to attack a Tal Shiar convoy. We'll see how this goes. Begin smash and grab. Reddish.
We've located the transports that are carrying the prisoners. And Charva's intel isn't exactly accurate. She told us they were going to be Tal Shiar ships, but they're Cardassian. Do you think they could be disguised?
Had I been able to replay the second mission that I played in the last session, we would have seen that the true way, remnants of the old Cardassian government, are now working for the Tal Shiar.
And lightly guarded, they have combat-ready escorts. We'll need to defeat the escorts and disable the transport vessels. Then we can board and start looking for my sister. I still think she could be on board, even though the escorts are Cardassian ships instead of Tal Shiar.
We'll see. And anyway, anyone being held by the Tal Shiar is probably someone we want to free. Let's get to this. Oh yes. Power to weapons. Right. So... just some Hideki-class ships. Let's see... Oh wait, what's that? A Galor. One Galor. Alright. Let's focus on the Galor's out of range, I guess. Okay, fine. And decloak. Kaboom! Woo-ho! I love the look of torpedo spread. It just fills the screen with torpedoes, and now we're being attacked from all sides. They want revenge for my stealing their floors in the last mission, which you won't get to see. I didn't actually steal their floors. The floors were gone when I got there. But they didn't believe me. Torpedoes incoming. Where's that guy? There it is. Yeesh. Let's cloak. Hey! Well, fine. Be that way. I'll spread my torpedoes everywhere. Oh boy. I am in trouble. And... boom. Blow up the Gallo, blow up the Gallo. Trapped. Oh well. Not a whole lot of death penalty in this game. Just have to wait a little bit. Alright. Let's take on this Hideki class while it's out of range of everything else. Oh, no, the Galor is coming around. Let's see if we can eliminate this guy before reinforcements come into range. Okay. Your turn. Sheesh. We've hit one of those difficulty spikes I've talked about. Maybe it's because my gear isn't very good yet. Wow. When you hit a difficulty spike like this, generally what you end up doing is just a sort of live, die, repeat thing, or you just keep on trying until you finally wear it down. Oh, go away. Ah! Like this. At least that Galor's nearly dead. One more pass should probably do it. Okay. Where's that Galor? There it is. Right. That is one kind of flaw of this game, is that it's all based around attack power. You either have enough attack power to overwhelm an enemy, or you just die over and over again, and it gets boring. This is especially bad once you hit level starting with the Delta Rising arc, because the hit points just go way, way up, and my traditional style of long, exciting duels just doesn't work very well with ships that can deal out reasonable amounts of damage and take an incredible amount of damage, because they're designed to fight incredibly overpowered player builds. So I don't run builds like that. Even if I took the time to learn how to make one, it's just not how I want to play. So as a result, they keep throwing me against overwhelming foes, and I get in this situation where I die, scratch a little bit of paint off the enemy hull, die again, scratch a little bit more, etc., etc. Oh wait, that's hexafluorine gas. I don't want to do that. Why did my control stop responding? Alright, now it's just the transports. So there are some difficulty issues here. I mean, occasional difficulty spikes like this are okay. You get these periodically during the regular storyline up to level 50. Because sometimes you progress through the story faster than you level up. So you end up taking on missions that you're not really, in some ways, you're not really meant to yet. There are a couple. There's one in the Federation's Romulan arc where you have to take on a Dideridex for the first time, and it just tends to shred you. There's another later in this storyline where we take on an Alachi battleship, and it took me forever to figure out how to fight that thing. That instance actually kind of worked, I think, because I had to use tactics. I was able to overcome it by fighting like a Romulan, cloaking, decloaking, being clever, coming at unexpected angles, using subterfuge, misdirection. Hey! How do you know where I am? Yeah. Ooh, ow. Let's see. 6, I think? Yeah. That helps absorb damage. It was incredibly frustrating, but also rewarding. Rather like the entirety of Ori and the Blind Forest. But, so it works sometimes. But once you hit the Delta Rising arc, it's just all the time. It gets boring. It's not a challenge because it's just completely overwhelming. It's just a matter of doing it over and over again. It's a kind of grind. And I don't like it. I wish they would rebalance the end game stuff. Yeah, that's... That's my main gripe about Star Trek Online. And there is kind of a lot of grind sometimes, which, you know, it's an MMO. That's kind of to be expected, but that doesn't mean it's a good set of mechanics. Too early. There we go. See here, I took a little bit too long getting here, so now the enemy's hull and shields are all the way back up. Oh, he has a shield drain ability. Those are annoying. Just wait until... Well, I guess I won't be doing the Borg arc on this character, but the Borg love that maneuver. Control 2, control 4. Yep. Torpedoes off. I finally have a rear-facing torpedo slot. See, this is how I tend to fight. It's a turning battle. A compromise between presenting different shield facings and different weapons facings. That's... I learned how to do this in Starfleet Command, an old Starship Combat Simulator. Well, I guess it's not that old. Mid to early 2000s. Oh boy. Oh boy. 3. I need to get more hull repair abilities. Probably need to upgrade my equipment too. Anyway. So that's how I'm accustomed to fighting, and it's more interesting than the way I feel
That's
this...
That's the last of them. An away team is waiting in the transporter room. We can board the first transport as soon as you're ready.
Okay, board the transports. Anyway, I feel like it's more fun than the completely blow up everything in one shot builds that some people have. There's something blocking our scanners, which should be standard operating procedure for a vessel carrying prisoners. Meanwhile, the guards just stand around. We'll need to research the ship and then head to the bridge. Right. Gil, Glyn. I guess those are the basic Cardassian units. And they have weapons. I guess you could say they're armed to the gills. That was terrible, I know. That's probably why they're shooting at me. They heard my pun. Whose grenade is this? Tovan's. Glyn. I feel like there should be a pun on... I should make on Glyn. These soldiers were too well trained for a prison transport. I haven't seen them in particular. They didn't seem particularly well trained to me.
There are faint life signs up ahead. One of them could be Rena. Let's check our fire.
Let's see. Nothing went down that way, just dead ends. Glyn Campbell. Glyns and Valleys, or Valleys and Glyns. Disruptor compression pistol Mark 5. No, I am still carrying that same high-density beam rifle. It's time for an upgrade. There. Klingon disruptor. Nothing here. Just crates. What's in these? Compartment full of small arms and explosives. Prison transport ship? Of course, did we really expect anything the Tal Shiar sent us to do to bear fruit? The ship isn't configured like a prisoner transport ship. Yeah, no kidding. Really? They still use the old rotating bulb lights for alarms? Wow. I thought that by the 25th century everybody would have switched over to LEDs. Detecting body armor and personal shield units. They're useful, but nothing special. this is the last compartment. I think that's the bridge over that way. The life signs I detected before are gone. I don't think Ridden is aboard this ship. Override the door lockout. Tactical! Boom! Pew, 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 pew. Pew. Laying down suppressive fire. Following your attacks. Then. Ooh, that must have hurt. Disruptor split beam rifle. Ooh, I love split beam rifles. Blast. Why did I take that? Right. There we go. The thing's really ugly, but useful. What's this? Small power cell. Fine. Access ship's computer. This document appears to be stolen. It describes Tal Shiar troop movements in the sector.
Perhaps the Tal Shiar knew the Cardassians took this convoy and sent us here to fight them. No matter who survived, us or the True Way, either way, the Tal Shiar wins.
It makes sense. That's how the Tal Shiar operate.
The Tal Shiar led us into a trap. Again. I'm tired of being lied to. Being tricked.
Yeah, we did kind of just walk into this, didn't we? Especially after the results of the last mission that Charva sent us on.
The self-destruct on the ship is still active. Let's set it before we beam over to the next one and look for Rena there. All we should leave behind is a cloud of debris, and then the Tal Shiar and the True Way will know the cost of crossing the Romulan Republic.
But this has useful stuff. Why don't we just take it back to New Romulus? As Tovan Kev, as usual, overriding my ideas. Fine. Activate the self-destruct. Sir, if you're ready to transport to the next vessel, we can move the away team directly to that ship's bridge. It might save you some time. Energize. For some reason, being a Klingon-aligned Romulan means that most of your bridge officer, your crew, also is Klingon.